and welcome to the In the Spotlight podcast. I'm your host, Samay Arkan. I guess I should start by introducing myself. I'm currently a university and college student, and I'm majoring in humanities in university and getting a diploma in journalism in college. Right now, we're living in a really crazy time, especially in the world of news. Currently, the whole world is at a standstill right now because of the coronavirus pandemic. I live in Toronto, Canada, and non-essential services are closed, like schools and most workplaces. This is forcing all the students to work and study from home and practice self-isolation, meaning staying home and going out when it's absolutely necessary, whether it would be for grocery shopping or to the pharmacy. This is literally the biggest news story of our time, so it's really cool to cover. So the next 2.5 weeks or so, I'm going to be documenting what I'm doing daily during this period of self-isolation. We're going to talk about a variety of topics such as news, the types of assignments I'm working on, shows I'm watching and entertainment, etc. We're living in a time where the world needs a little bit of light and energy, and hopefully for a few minutes each day, I can bring that to this podcast. So today is day 1. It's Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Let's get started. This is the In the Spotlight podcast. So let's start off with the news for today. Today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Premier of Ontario Doug Ford, and Mayor of Toronto John Tory all spoke regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. The importance of self-isolation and social distancing is really important at this time, but not everybody's abiding by these rules. So today, Justin Trudeau spoke in front of his home, having a firm stance on the importance of self-isolation, social distancing, and the importance of staying home during this critical time. Justin Trudeau explains,
"Enough is enough. Go home and stay home. This is what we all need to be doing. And we're going to make sure this happens, whether by educating people more on the risks or by enforcing the rules, if that's needed."
Today, the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, also announced the shutdown of non-essential businesses.
Today, I'm ordering the mandatory closure of all non-essential workplaces in the province of Ontario. This order will be effective Tuesday, March 24th at 11:59 p.m. for 14 days.
Toronto Mayor John Tory also declared a state of emergency for the first time amidst the COVID-19 pandemic.
This decision was not taken lightly. At 10 a.m. this morning, I had a call with Chief Peg and Dr. Eileen Davila, our Medical Officer of Health, where they recommended a declaration of emergency. They told me that they thought this would help us to maximize the city's ability to do everything possible as quickly as possible to fight this virus.
So far, Ontario has had 239 confirmed cases of COVID-19, and Canada has had a little over 2,000 cases right now. I know I'm reiterating this, but it's really important to stay home to decrease the spread of the virus. So self-isolation is key, and make sure you stay informed. And that was the news for today. So I know that self-isolation must be hard for a lot of people, but I actually kind of like it. I'm a homebody and I love being at home, and I feel like I'm more productive with my assignments this way. Does anybody feel the same? As self-isolation continues, today was pretty good. It was a day where I caught up on my lectures from my university classes and worked on searching for a media law issue in the news for one of my upcoming projects for college, where we had to find a media law issue, whether it would be a publication ban, defamation, or freedom of speech, and make a PowerPoint about it. I'm also trying to work ahead on my assignments during the day so that I don't get too stressed. I also did some of my daily at-home workouts to stay fit and energetic throughout the day. That is really important, people. Very important. So during this time, I like to keep myself entertained by watching my favorite sports games or TV shows. So a couple weeks ago, the NBA suspended playing games for the season due to COVID-19. So right now, some of the Canadian sports channels are replaying the 2019-2020 playoff seasons. Sorry, I meant to say the 2018-2019 playoff series from the beginning until Toronto wins in the NBA Finals. So for the next few weeks, they're playing that until April 12th. And so it's so fun to watch and relive the moment and watch it. I've also been watching a bunch of shows like American Idol, The Voice, Blackish. So these are shows I like to watch with my family. I love spending time with them. I like watching them weekly and I love tuning into them. I also love the late night TV shows, which are also suspended. But I really like the late night shows. I really like what they're doing right now, the way they're doing their shows from home. And I love how they mix news, comedy, and entertainment together. So today I watched an episode where Jimmy Fallon had Trevor Noah on as a guest. It's pretty hilarious. You guys should check it out on YouTube. And they did a virtual interview, of course. And yeah, I do watch a lot of TV, which is pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy, especially in a world where people are watching Netflix and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So I want to do this segment every day so that it's something to be kind of grateful for. So let's talk about the highlight of my day. I'll do this segment every day where I announce one thing that made me happy today, or two things, it doesn't really matter. So today it was eating my mom's signature lasagna. It was literally the best. I know that this is a difficult time for people, and hopefully this podcast was a kind of way to get away from all the stress of what's going on in the world right now. I hope that I was able to bring light today by sharing some news and anecdotes of my day. Until tomorrow, I'm Samay Arkan, and this has been In the Spotlight. I'm signing off.